Hey guys, today I have my October favorites and holy shit. It's the end of October. How is it the end of October? Anyways, we're just gonna forget that this year is flying by and my life is flying by and I'm almost old and it's just before I hyperventilate. Okay, so today is my October favorites and there's fuzzes flying around everywhere and it's kind of driving me crazy. Excuse you. Okay, so I don't really have a whole lot of favorites this month, but we're just gonna dive on in because I do have a couple things to talk about. So the first thing that I want to mention is a refound love. It is the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra 24-Hour Foundation. I have loved this foundation for so long, but I kind of branched out from it and tried some other foundations, but I decided to go back to it and I sure am glad that I did because I just love this foundation. This is in the shade 110 Ivory Sea, and if you watched my recent haul video, you saw that I think the C's are a little too, like this one 110 is 110C is too light for me, and then the next shade up in the cool range, which is 220C, is too dark for me. So I wanted to try an in. And I think the in is perfect. It's what I'm wearing today. I think it looks really nice. I'm wearing the stick version because I'm a sucker for a stick foundation. But they wear the same. They look the same on the skin. And they're just flawless. Like, this is such a good foundation. It keeps me nice and matte. It just looks very flawless and airbrushed. And I don't get oily throughout the day. And it has a very nice coverage to it, and I just really love this foundation. I think this is my holiest of holy grails foundation, and I will always come back to this baby. The next thing that I want to talk about is the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate. I've recently gotten into Kiehl's as a brand, and I've kind of been diving into more like hydration for my skin. Even though I have super oily skin, I find that if I keep it nice and hydrated, it kind of doesn't really feel the need to create so much excess oils. So I've been using this every single night, and some nights I use this and then a moisturizer. Some nights I just use this depending on how I'm feeling, what my skin feels like it needs. But I have really been loving this. I feel like it just makes my skin look really nice. You guys know I love the oil control toner. I feel like this with that kind of help balance each other out and balance my skin very nicely. And I really love this. I feel like my skin just looks all around healthier. I've been really loving this. I feel like my skin just looks plump and healthy, and it actually doesn't get as oily throughout the day, especially mixed with that oil control toner and this foundation. I just feel like everything about my routine right now is like the toppest notch. The next thing that I have is the Dose of Colors and Katy highlighter. Dose of Colors and Katy. Dose of Colors, Desi, and Katy highlighter in the shade Fuego. I find that this is really beautiful. Did I talk about this in my last favorites? I think I did. I think I talked about this in my last favorites. That's how you know it's real. That's how you know it's real. I'm pretty sure I talked about this in my last favorites, but still loving it. I still wear it almost every single day. And yeah, I just really like that it's one that is really subtle and beautiful, but you can build it up to be really blinding. And I feel like this gold is just really suitable for a lot of skin tones, and it's just really, really pretty. So I'm pretty sure I talked about this in my last favorites, but I didn't realize it until now. So we're gonna mention it. That's how you know that something is a true favorite. You accidentally mention it in 2 favorites videos. Okay, moving on. I have the L'Oreal Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick. This is in the shade Nudist, and I really like this one. It's kind of like a brownie nude, but I think the color is just really pretty, and This formula is really, really nice. It's a little sticky, so if you don't like that, like it doesn't dry down to be completely matte, and it's a little sticky. Like it doesn't completely dry down and it can be a little sticky, but I really love this. I feel like it stays on better than any other liquid lipstick I've ever used. Like hands down, I ate like pizza and a sandwich with this on. Like a sandwich that you're like diving into with your mouth. And this still stayed on and I didn't have to touch it up for like hours. And I love that. It's a little sticky, which kind of bugs me, but it's tolerable for how long it stays on and how well it wears and the color. It also feels really nice on the lips. Like it doesn't feel super drying or anything because it doesn't dry down completely. But aside from the stickiness, I really love this. Okay, and then I have the Urban Decay Troublemaker Mascara. I have yet to buy a full size because I just keep getting little samples. So this one is a brand new one that I literally just got, but it was easier to just show you guys and a lot cuter to just show you guys this one than the little mini. But if you've been watching my recent videos, you know that I've been using that little teeny tiny baby mascara. But I really, really like this mascara. And to be completely honest, I'm surprised. I am very surprised that I like this because the brush really threw me off and I didn't think that I would like it. It just looked like a mascara brush that I would hate. It just looked like a mascara I would all around not like. And I do really like it. I find that it makes my lashes look longer, it makes them look fuller, and it really does a good job of separating them, and I really like that. The brush still kind of throws me off, like I don't really know what to do with it, but I don't mind it. And for the results, I find that it's worth it. The last item that I have is the Anastasia Prism palette. I really love this palette. It's beautiful. Like, it's just stunning to look at, and then you open it up, and it's even more stunning to look at. These colors, I don't know what it is. Like, I would not think to put these colors in a palette together, but they're just so pretty. It's what I'm wearing on my eyes today. You will see a tutorial on this look coming soon. I'm not sure when exactly, but you will see a tutorial on this look. And I don't know. The shades in here are really beautiful. It's a lot better than the Subculture palette as far as Kick Up goes, as far as Fallout goes. It's just really, really pretty. The colors are stunning. They all perform really nicely together. And I just really like this palette. So that's that. And that is it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that you guys had an amazing October and are excited for November. I know that I sure am. I've got some big things planned for November that I'm so stoked for. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys are having an amazing day. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment letting me know some of your favorite items for the month of October. I would love to check them out. I'm always on the hunt for new products to try. And don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Okay, I don't know why I keep forgetting, like, parts that I wanted to include in my video, but yeah. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the Urban Decay De-Slick Primer that I hauled a couple days ago. I despise that primer. If I had like a hits and misses, my miss would be that primer. I already returned it, so I can't like show you guys, but it's the pink one. And it just is so terrible. I showed you guys in the try on how it kind of like turns white a little bit, and it just made my skin look really dry, and it kind of balls up, I guess, when you roll or like when you rub it in, and it made my foundation look so patchy. But I gave it a shot for like a couple of days, and honestly, yesterday when I did my foundation, I redid my foundation 3 times because of this stinking primer. And then the last time I finally used a different primer, I went back to my tried and true Nip and Fab. It just looks so bad. I'll include a couple pictures, but like it made my foundation bunch up in weird places, and it like collected the foundation and it bunched it up and it looked super patchy. And afterwards, when I looked at my hands, I can insert some pictures of what my hands looked like, because I don't think in the try on video it did very good at showing you just how white it turned my skin, like how white it dried. But you can see in the pictures on my hands, like it turned my hands white. And that's not dry skin, that's the primer settling into like the lines of my hand and just turning completely white, and like that's what it looked like on my face. I already returned that sucker because I hated it. I'm like actually pissed at myself for wanting to try it again, but it was horrible. I think the other ones, the other Urban Decay primers in that line are really nice. I have a couple of the other ones and I really like them, but the D-Slick one I just despise. Like I never want to see it again. I never want to see it again. It needs to get out of my life. Like, shoe fly, don't bother me ever again. I hope this lighting isn't funky because I just didn't turn my lights back on, but I had to mention that because I hauled it in my last video. I said I was going to give it another shot. I absolutely hated it, and I feel like this would be the video to mention it in because it's a kind of a hits and miss, but just the favorites. But anyways, I had to tell you guys, keep you guys updated, so I hate it. Okay, that's all. Bye.
Hakuna Matata. It means no worries.